guys, today I'm going to be giving you 10 tips to get better at Piper. Now, Piper is such a high-skill brawler, and she needs patience and accuracy. So, if you follow this, you should be able to be good with her. So, first and second, obviously, keep your distance and aim ahead of the enemy. Her shots are slow, so they'll most likely run into him. Aim ahead, so then you don't shoot behind them. So I'm going to be showing you. Obviously, if you didn't know, the more the distance, the more damage she does. So if I see an enemy walking one way, I can obviously shoot in front of it. Obviously, Piper versus Mortis matchup, not going to work. Use cover. Now 3 and 4 is use cover wisely and charge your super safely. Piper's super can be such a game changer because I wouldn't have died to that Mortis if I had super. I could have just jumped out and I would have been just fine. Fire in front of enemies. And use this cover. I'm pretty safe in here. Charge my super, and now I'm ready for any matchup. Use this cover. And now I can just kind of chill. And I've already charged my super safely, so I'm good. Oh gosh, my internet's cooked. Once I get... It's gonna fall out that. Bang. Now, know your matchups and don't panic when they get up close. You can use that gadget or super to get out of there or push them away. So make sure not to panic up close. And just know your matchups. You're not going to win against a Mortis or if a Kit jumps on you unless you have your super or your gadget. Just know your matchups that you can win and you can't. Know that you have to stay long range. That Max definitely did not know her matchups because he should have just rushed me. And I would have been cooked. I know I probably can't win against this Spike. Okay, that's a good play. Sniped. And now what I can do is use this cover. And I know I think I win this matchup against Angelo. But I'm just gonna play it safe. Shoot. Yeah, I was cooked there. I put myself in the corner. Okay, next, don't shoot then reposition. It's very hard to hit your shots if you reposition then shoot. Yeah, so shoot, then reposition, and it makes dodging. So I know if I get going back to the know your matchups, I know that I have a good matchup against this Dynamike. If I just stay far away, he can't hit me, and I get good damage. So now I can just corner this Dynamike. And now the Dynamike's kind of cooked. Yeah, but now I know the Dynamike wins against me because he had Stun Gadget. But now I can get some quick taps and the Dynamike's dead. I have to play very careful against this Dynamike. You just have to be careful here. Okay, Dynamike's dead. Yeah, now the Dynamike's cornered and okay. I played it well there. Next is work with your team. Don't think with Piper you can just go in by yourself, because that's not going to work. Just work with your team. Know everyone's jobs. Make sure that you're like really not just rushing in, like I said, and staying with your team with Piper. Because you can kind of get a little bit of body block and just stay back and get those shots off. Here we're running a triple marksman, so we might be cooked. But we outranged them like crazy, so I think we... See, now our teammates can single out this Colette, corner her, and she's dead. And now it's a 2v1. Oh my gosh. I don't know how we lost that. So I know that my teammates are taking right lane. Right and middle. So that means I gotta take up left lane. Piper's actually really good for control. Oh, they're cooked now. Let's use that push gadget. And I realized this, I gotta know a matchup against that Stu because he has break the wall on. And I gotta be ready for the Colette to be anywhere. Never mind, we're good. And now I have Hypercharge. And our Nani just sold her Hypercharge. I'm not afraid of this Gigi because I have Push Gadget on, so if she teleports on me, it's not really a big deal. Just have to have fast reaction time. Now we have a little 2v1 situation. Well, I couldn't do anything. Just camp in the bush. And finally, I'm back. We had a little bit of a glitch. But our final tip to get better at not Pam, Piper, is practice your aim. So even just going to a practice match and trying to hit like 85 to 90% of your shots. I know that sounds like a lot, but if you can do it on these bots, you can hit a lot of your shots on real people. So you'll just go in, you'll see people, and just rush in so you can just practice your aim. You don't have to really play careful, it doesn't matter. It's just practicing aim. Practice those strategies I taught you. And just practice all 10 of those tips, and most importantly, obviously, your aim. Because with Piper, that is such a big part of this brawler that if you don't have good aim, you're cooked. Yep, good aim. And like that. Thank you for seeing my 10 tips on how to get better at Piper. Hope it helped. Thanks for watching.